What's going on, guys? Well, we're Chels back again with another video for you guys. Hope you're all having a lovely day / evening. It's Friday. Looking forward to the weekend, I'm sure. As always, I give you guys the latest Chelsea news every single day. In the last 12 hours, news in, news out. We've got a signing finally. Hopefully many more signings to come very soon. Got some outgoings going out very soon as well. So guys, you don't know how it goes. Make sure you smash that like button. Let's try to get this video up to at least 500 likes. If you want to support this channel, subscribe if you're new here, hit the notification, tune in daily, and comment down below thoughts and opinions on each topic I speak of. Just a quick question for all you beautiful people. Let me know if I should do an FPL, Fantasy Football League. I did one last year. I got about 300 entrants, but I didn't really broadcast it. But right now, let's try and get a big league going. So if you want to join it, if you want me to do it, hit me up in the comments down below, and I'll get one out very soon. I need to do my team very soon anyway. So, the first one we're speaking about is the new signing, the new Van Dijk, of course, Xavier. Should I pronounce his surname? Mbuyamba? Is that right? Let me know in the comments down below. He came on Instagram saying, very happy to announce that I'm a Blue now, ready to work hard and make the club proud on Instagram, which is fantastic. Apparently, he was already training in the past few days, but Chelsea didn't really announce it until yesterday, which just shows how much, you know, it goes behind the scenes, where journalists and reports think they know that they can get every single information. But no, we knew he was going to be a Chelsea player, but we were just waiting for when. He was actually at Chelsea recently, and Chelsea just announced it yesterday. So it also goes out to say, a report from Goal, the clubs that missed out on this player understood to be among the biggest in the UK, making the move a big win for the Academy Chiefs at the Cobham Training Centre. So congratulations to Chelsea. I feel like this is going to be a very big signing for the future. As we always say, the next big Van Dijk, of course, we need to look out for his potential development. He's going to be playing for the development squad, of course, and hopefully maybe in 1 or 2 years he could be pairing up with Tomori, or, you know, the players that are currently at the club right now, to see who we sign. I see this player as a special player, a lot of potential. It is early days, but if Billy Gilmore can come into the team, Mason Mount can come into the team, Tammy Abraham can come into the team, then this player will have no issues and come to this team basically. So let's keep an eye out on this player in the next couple of years. Hopefully, if you guys are still watching this channel, you lot will be aware. So let's move on to some of the stories that we are aware of, but more reports have come out from The Athletic saying that Declan Rice is priority, but West Ham are worried to sell to Chelsea. So basically they want to sell to Chelsea, rivals of course, London rivals. Interested in Lewis Dunk and Ben White as alternatives, and that they do confirm Thiago Silva has been offered to Chelsea. They also go on to say Lewis Dunk believes that he does have an understanding with Brighton that he'll be able to leave if the club receives an acceptable offer from a top 6 team. So of course, ambition comes to the careers of these players. If they want to move on and try to win some trophies, then basically the current club understand that they should let him go if the money is right. So, you know, it's difficult to say how much is right nowadays, because some of you guys are saying 40 million, but I think 40 million is too much for a player like him. I think he's 29 years old. We're probably only going to get a few years out of him realistically. If we play high line, we're going to get destroyed. We need to be realistic with our signings. Value for money. If we sign Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner for very good deals for the future, then we need to keep that mentality. So, you know, I'd say about 25, maybe just under 30 million pounds will be okay for this player. I'm not really hyped saying that we must get this player. It would be a good addition. He'll probably remind me of Gary Cahill in his prime, in my opinion, trying to win those trophies. But in terms of number 1 signings, targets that we need, he is not my number 1 right now. So, yeah, I think under 30 would be okay. Let me know in the comments below if you agree, disagree with me, and why. Declan Rice, for me, is a must after Ben Chilwell and Kai Havertz when they come in, which I'm going to be talking about again. But as we know, West Ham are going to make it very difficult. They did not get relegated, which means the value for this player has not changed, has not got lower. Of course, Declan Rice definitely wants to move to Chelsea. He's very close to the Chelsea players, but we must agree a fee, and this is where the problem comes into. So Declan Rice, you know, was released by Chelsea when he was young. He used to be one of our youth players. West Ham have taken him on and given him a chance to, you know, rebuild his career. And I think, out of respect, Declan Rice will basically stay at West Ham until the two clubs can agree a proper deal. I don't think he'll push the move out, but I think, you know, he'll give it time for it to work out. So if he stays for another year, he stays for another year. That's how I see it, in my opinion. But let me know how much Chelsea should bid for this player. I think max £50 million. I'll be very surprised if he goes anything above that. As we know, I know you guys are tired of me talking about Kai Havertz, but I told you, every single report that comes out on Kai Havertz, I will be reporting on it. So Havertz is getting a lot closer to Chelsea. A lot of progress has been made over the night, according to ExWHUemployee on Twitter. When I read all the tweets that he does, everyone says that he's reliable for all news around transfers. So that's why I am reporting on it as well. John Aage, who's very reliable in terms of Havertz and the Timo Werner deal that happened recently, he said it's gone a bit quiet. That means that the two clubs are discussing and getting this deal done, because that's their way of getting the deal sorted as soon as possible. So as I said, journalists get fed information not straight away, maybe a day or 2, 3 days later, which is why when I told you guys about 60 million, 80 million, it sounded a bit, okay, we expected that, but it's old news, you know what I mean? So journalists, for me, are doing a very, very good job keeping us and us YouTubers up to date as always, to give you guys the latest news and make sure we can debate our opinions. But we have to remember, these journalists don't get it primary straight away. So remember that for future signings, guys. Unless it's Timo Werner, you got a release clause, then all you got to do is agree personal terms and it's done. That's all it is, and just pay the money. So Kai Havertz should be done in the next 7 days. That's the expectation right now, because Bayern Leverkusen start the pre-season on the 28th, and they don't want, you know, someone that doesn't want to be there around the squad, which will affect the morale, etc. So I expect this still to be done in the next couple of days, 100%. Now, a funny, silly report that I'm not going to spend too much time on. It said Manchester United are favourites to sign Kante from Chelsea. Kante from Chelsea. I don't know where these people get the information from. I don't know how they get to say these type of things, but it's very, very frustrating that, yes, I've mentioned it because I want you guys to understand that not everything that you read is reliable. You know, people in 2020 can talk whatever they want. They can say whatever they want and get away with it. A few fans might go out there and say this is not true, this is fake, but they'll still get their clicks. You know what I mean? That's just how it is around Manchester. The reports that they're saying right now that the favourites signed Kante. I don't know how from like recently, it just came out of nowhere, basically. That's what I'm trying to say, and it's very, very silly. But I'm not going to waste too much time on that. You guys know my thoughts on that already with the way I'm talking. AC Milan are prepared to go through a long discussion with Chelsea for Bakayoko, who is valued by 25 million by the Blues. That's what I said to you guys. About £20 million can make a profit for Chelsea, a few £1 million after all loan fees and wages taken apart from the past few years. I told you guys, it makes sense to sell him for about 20 million. Forget the 35 option to buy and stuff like that. Just sell him for that 20 million and get that money in, so we haven't made a loss on the player. I wish the player the very best for his future. He's getting his career back on the line, which is very good, and I just want to see him do well. Maybe not at Chelsea. People say second chance, third chance. How many chances do you want to give this guy, basically? There's no point. Let's move on. There's better things coming for Chelsea, and I wish the best for this player. I hope he gets his AC Milan move and he gets his career back on track, because he looked really good for that team. Now, Fiorentina have made contact with Chelsea for Zappacosta. The team have met his agent Luki, and the move could be completed on a loan basis. So again, we're not signing a permanent deal for these players. We're not selling them for permanent. We're not getting the revenue in. Marina, we need a masterclass from you to get these fees sorted. Moses, Zappacosta, you know, Bakayoko, all these players that we want to get rid of, even if it's at a lesser fee, just get something out of them so we can put all that revenue together and sign the players that we actually need for this club in the future. We need to get rid of all this deadwood, okay? Not in one window. I agree with many of you guys saying 2 windows. Get across 2 windows or 3 windows or whatever it is, basically until next summer, the following summer. Get these deals sorted out, okay? Get the revenue in. Spend players on like the goalkeeper, the left back, the centre back. Even if a centre back's short term, just literally get fresh life in this team. That's what we want to see in this team, because it's getting very frustrating with all the deadwood in this team. We need to get rid of it. We need to push on from this era, from Kante signings as well, that I really, really support, by the way. Kante, he won the league straight away. Fantastic. One window. Didn't get his first targets. Signed David Luiz, Marcos Alonso. I can't remember. I think it was probably Giroud, Barkley, etc. But realistically, he wanted Ninegan, Alexandro. He didn't get any of these players, and we won the league. We absolutely destroyed it. But in terms of keeping them for the future, under the next couple managers and building the team, he just wasn't there. So for me, overall, short term made sense. He won a lot of trophies, of course, but you know, the signings didn't make sense for the future. Kante, what am I talking about? Kante is one that he definitely got it right 100%. It just came in my head now, man. But guys, you don't know what I'm trying to say there. So guys, that's all your news around Chelsea, of course. If you enjoyed that video, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, hit the notification, tune in daily, help me get to 15k subscribers, guys. Well, watch us, guys. I'm out. Peace.